I'm a veteran of the United States Marine Corps, and I served between the years of 1986 and 1994, and I was in Motor T. And Motor T is motor transportation, so my MOS is a 3531, and that's the code that's in the Marine Corps. So I did that in my tenure in the Marine Corps, and I am now 100% permanent and total disabled vet due to an injury that happened back in 1988, out in 29 Palms, but I'm all good. I'm good to go. My total number of years in the service was a total of 8. So I did 5 active and 3 inactive, because I was called back to the original Gulf War in 1991. So I went back to school for my business administration degree, and then during that time I had ran into one of my buddies actually got a job with a company, and they were doing the installation of computers. And he says, "Hey, are you interested in this?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, cool." And I ended up getting hired because my background and knowledge was pretty vast at that time, and it was most of it was self-taught. Allowed me to get a job with that company and that's how I got into system network administration and stuff like that. So it's been a wonderful journey. So basically, as I was living in Denver, and since I was 100% permanent total, I applied for voc rehab through Denver's VA system, which actually denied it, and I had some friends in Oklahoma. So what I did was I applied through voc rehab through there, and it was accepted. And my counselor asked me where I wanted to go. I did my research, and I found a cybersecurity course at Divergence Academy. The reason why I did it is because I have a background in IT, and after the bust in Silicon Valley, I've always kept, and started my own business in IT, computer repair, networking, and all those different things. So when I seen the course for cybersecurity pen tester, I was like, oh, that's hacking. I think I really want to do that because it falls in line with what else I'm doing. So I said, I'm going to give this a shot, and I went for it, and I've learned a lot of stuff. Even though I know I've had the skill set, I've never really practiced it, and I always wanted to be hacker. Air quotes, sorry guys, hacker. Wanted to be a hacker, and that's what was available. It literally said Pen Test Plus, and I was just like, oh, hacker, that's what I'm gonna go do. But and the thing about that though, what was so cool is I've received so much more. I've received so much more than I could ever imagine, so. We had fun. We had fun because everybody was so immersed, and they were so, as far as the students, my cohort, my group was really, really involved in getting to work and doing the work and stuff. And that's what really brought our instructors to bring their A game, because we were challenging each other, and they pushed us. And we asked many questions, they answered the questions, and then we pushed them back a little bit. So it was just that nice combination of the teacher teaching the student, and the student learning and asking more questions. So it was a good rounded, I think, man, I really liked my cohort. My cohort was fun. I guess some of the challenge is trying to obtain so much information, as you said, that, it is a fire hose of information, but being from the military, we see a fire hose of things that we have to negate all the time. And veterans know what I'm talking about. So, we're always under fire, so to speak. There it is with the air quotes again. Those are the things that we have to learn how to negotiate in a matter of time. So I guess to answer that question, it's just a matter of being able to navigate the information quickly, and then being able to go take the test. One of the most memorable experiences I have is Joseph Dorian Kiley, the young man that ended up here with me, and people in our cohort knew that we were the only two here on site, and it was just that camaraderie and that immediate connection that we had when we first met, and it was so fun. It was so fun. and the thing about that was that even though I was pretty well versed in the IT field, the instructors that we had were even that much more amazing. And the reason why is because they were able to provide the necessary information and build us off of, from day one, each little course that we took, we're able to build and get us to a certain level. And that was the amazing part about it. And I was, and I've told many people, I said, this is the course. This is how immersive it should be. The other courses that I took were just like, okay, here, read the book and go take the test. There was no hands-on, there was no nothing, there was no lab works at the time. Now, you guys have to remember, I'm a little bit older and things were not this well put in place at the time. They're not teaching the courses the way that they are meant to be taught. So again, this is from my experience, and then so the contrast is that here at Divergence, what they do is they dive deep into the information. They give you examples of what you need and how you need to do it, and then you practice those things. That's what made me like, oh, wow, amazing. My biggest takeaway, okay, from my experience and with me being older, is that you can always learn more. And there was so much to learn. And even though I had been in the industry, this is why I say this, it taught me newer things that I thought I knew, but the way that it was taught, it gave me a new perspective on how to see the big picture, the gambit of cybersecurity, networking, Linux, and all the things that it encompasses. Cloud, all the good stuff. Absolutely, still do. My LinkedIn page is amazing, thanks to Daphne and the crew and everybody that's helped me there, Daniela, Fallon. Everybody's helped me in some kind of way, shape, or form. My LinkedIn page is awesome. My resume's amazing, and so you guys have to remember, I'm older, so I'm old school. So if you look at the difference between old school and new school, there's a huge difference. One of my son's friends was like, Tone, you need to get that updated. And I was just like, what you mean, bro? This is good. He's like, man, you got 7 pages of work. I'm like, well, yeah, you got to minimize that. You got to figure out how to get it done. And the career services and everything, we're able to take all that information that I have and be able to put it in something that was viable, succinct, and absolutely gorgeous for online. So I've utilized everything, and I'm still constantly working and doing things through and with Divergence. So I'm here to stay. An amazing one, because I'm still here and I get to help with transitioning soldiers, veterans, and their families become the best that they can be. It's another way for us to serve our country. That's the other part. It's another way for us to serve our country. We might not be on the battlefield shooting our weapons and everything like that. Now we're on the back end, creating the security that this country needs so that we can continue to be where we are. What I would like to share, and this is, okay, so this is the dad part of me. And this is the thing that, with anything, and these are things that I, little gems that I give to my kids as well. It's like, you have to have the mindset. And when you have the mindset, you can achieve anything. So what you need to know and understand in this process of getting your certifications is that you have to have the mindset for it. And even if you don't have a lot of background, don't worry, because Divergence is here to help you with that. And I'm going to say this, encompassing the whole thing. So we have to know and understand that some of these things, everything's not going to happen the time that we want it to happen, but if you continuously work hard and do what's necessary, you will become successful. And if you create a good study habits and everything will work out for you. It's gonna take some time, and you have to be patient, but just know and believe, by putting the work and dedication and time toward what you're trying to achieve, you will achieve it.